According to the Harvard Business Review, the number one concern of CEOs today is not revenue, it's not capital, it's fulfilling their hiring needs. In fact, right now in America, there are 5 million job openings without qualified applicants coming to them. So what is the problem? The problem is the pioneers of online recruiting have gotten so big so fast, they become highly inefficient. And to solve their inefficiencies, they are becoming more and more expensive because they keep having to reiterate their technology to where it's gotten so much more expensive than it used to be to hire a good quality candidate. What Athlete Network is bringing to the market is a new and untapped employment resource to employers. We do this by focusing on our demographic that we're very passionate about and we know, and we're able to use our data and technology to create a matching algorithm that provides a unique delivery model to the companies. So what is the outcome of this? The outcome is we're able to bring back efficiency and reduce the cost of hiring by about a third to the majority of our clients. And it's going very well. Athlete Network works because we believe trait-based hiring is better than skill set hiring. Forever, companies hire off of a resume, and then when I talk to leaders and organizations, they say, we don't have the people that fit our company. And I always say, well, why aren't you recruiting on non-cognitive skills like teamwork, grit, coachability? By focusing on the athlete demographic, the majority of our members possess these traits. Athlete Network is well past concept stage. We work with the biggest companies in the world. We're market agnostic, from leaders in financial services like Charles Schwab, Fidelity, to the technology space of SAP and Intuit, to the largest medical device companies like Johnson & Johnson and Stryker. In fact, Stryker last year hired over 80 members of Athlete Network. However, they need to hire 3,000, but that's where the opportunity lies. We have metriced our business. We know what our member acquisition costs are. We know what our lifetime value of our members are, and it's about a 10-to-1 ratio. So the economics of our business are very good. What do we need? We need more athletes. We need a greater supply to grow our network to solve this crisis for our partners. How do we get to more athletes? This is where our business model gets very exciting. We have developed a proprietary SaaS model that is solving another problem. Athletic departments, the Olympic Committee, professional sports, they have always had friction with their alumni and retired athletes because while they're competing, the athletes are provided all the services, and the minute they stop, those services go away. So we have built customized networks that they can license from us to continue to offer these services. Now, what that does for our business is, one, it's a revenue channel for us, and it's usually 3 to 4-year terms. But two, they're populating our network for us to leverage on the talent acquisition side. So if you go back to Stryker, when Stryker's in Athlete Network, they're really part of hundreds of other networks that they now get to leverage. So where are we at as a business? We've raised a couple rounds now. Our largest client is United States Olympic Committee. We're in a long-term contract with them. They've already put thousands of Team USA and Olympic athletes in their network, which our employer partners are able to leverage. What we're working on is making our technology more repeatable so we can spin these networks up faster. Because whenever we get a network to market, it puts about 6,000 athletes into our network. We recently were invited to Beijing to speak at the International Olympic Committee. Of the 70 countries of the IOC, the number one topic they wanted was a software that provides a network of service to their athletes. Our technology is not repeatable enough to be able to handle that, but there is a global market, and we're well on our way to aggregating the world's athletes. I really appreciate Verge for having me here tonight, and just want to thank you for your time.
So, where do you want to be in 2 years, and what's standing in your way of getting there?
Sure. In 2 years, we would like to be in another English-speaking country. We're talking with Australia and the UK right now. What's standing our way is I'm not a tech co-founder, and I started this on the employment side and quickly saw the opportunity of the SaaS product with these schools and everything. And what I did, the mistake I made, is I kept building on top of my technology. So now that I have all of this demand there, I'm not able to spin it up quick enough. We did raise a round that allowed us to go out and get a very good CTO. And for this year, our main goal is to be able to reduce the build out of these networks and cut it by about 400 hours. We can spin them out quicker. We're really working on improving our UI and UX for our members. And then once we do that, we want to start going on our mission in the next 2 years of bringing it to the global market.
Thanks, Chris. Help me understand the network rollout that you mentioned. What's driving that cycle time? Are the attributes unique? The attributes you're capturing, do they differ by network, or is it all attributes are caught for every individual? Help me understand what that enrollment process is and how the employers can screen for those attributes.
So all of our members create a profile. In the profile, we have 17 data points, and we have a data progression plan to continue to get attributes. The major difference from us, and it's our belief, is companies should hire on non-cognitive skills of grit, teamwork, coachability. What we're able to do is look at members they've hired from us and what traits align with the cultural competency of their company, and then position their employment brand in front of those members. So that's what creates an efficiency. By targeting the exact ideal fit, they don't have to interview as many people. So that saves opportunity costs in the interview process. And then because we own the network, we own the data, the technology, we can reduce our costs versus LinkedIn and the big boys that have gone way out of control.
So are there any statistics that kind of back up why, as an employer, I would hire through Athlete Network versus hiring any other way? Like the athletes, for whatever reason, are better?
Sure. So there's a lot of studies. Long Cottle, I believe from Harvard, did a study that showed people that competed in competitive sports on an output are 12% more likely than non-college athletes or competitive athletes. Ernst & Young is a big proponent of hiring, especially females who are competitive athletes. 85% of females that are in C-suite positions in Fortune 500 companies participated in collegiate or competitive athletics. So there's a lot of studies. We're actually partnering with Dr. Davidson through KU that has the first non-cognitive assessment test. The problem is so many companies, and I used to work for a huge Fortune 500 company, we would give you all these assessments, but none of them measured the non-cognitive sets. And they're actually starting to be able to show if someone has grit, determination, and teamwork. So to answer your question, yes, there are studies, there's research on it that backs us up beyond a bunch of proud athletes.